we are finished the 13, something like that, hour drive from Winnipeg to just outside Calgary. We are staying with people that Dragneel or Dylan is related to. Unfortunately, this is our second time trying to film this because we lost the original with it was us both, but I realized that only after Dylan was sleeping. So that's unfortunate, but yeah. My gear won't be in Edmonton, so I have no gear for the show. I'm worried that the crowd won't remember me. I'm worried I'm going to get no reaction. I'm worried about debuting the new gimmick. I'm feeling a lot of stress and anxiety about these shows. And I'm worried about, not wrestling for so long and then coming back. Luckily, I've been able to train, so I know I should be okay, like as far as physically. The only question being my lungs, because there's a difference between training and actually wrestling. And I have a well-documented lung infection for the last 2 years that hasn't been able to get treated because of COVID. Everything to examine lungs is busy, so I haven't been able to get it treated. And thankfully, I have an appointment this coming Monday to actually get it looked at and figure out whether or not I've got like lung cancer or something. Which I know that I don't, but automatically my brain jumps to the worst. So I am exhausted. I'm going to try and sleep in this beautiful bedroom. And yeah, I've been very happy with the promos between Nate Nixon and myself, and I'm really looking forward to the match. It'll be a first time ever match. First time we've ever met will be right before we do the dance. We lock horns. And I'm really hoping that everything aside, not having gear, worried about training, worried about the crowd, all that stuff aside, I'm really hoping that I can get some wins and come back strong. So let's see.
Down. Yeah, give me the boot, catch it, throw it. Yeah, throw it down. I give you, boom, Shelly Benjamin. And then fucking, line, double your gimmick. Yeah, lower. Terrified.
I'm your referee today.
My gear thankfully arrived. I am still super nervous. We've gone over the match. I'm just a ball of stress right now. Dylan's about to go out, so I'm going to get some footage of that, and hopefully I can calm down and I can get through this match without having a panic attack in the middle of the ring. So we are back from the show. As you can see, I don't know how to get my makeup off. The dog won't come downstairs and really wants us to throw the ball. But how did the show go for you?
It went really well. Heavy Metal and I had like a pretty solid 20-minute match. Lots of good spots and storytelling in that match. He was very happy with it. Very open to working with me again. The crowd was so into it. We didn't even lock up for 2.5 minutes, and we didn't even really start wrestling for about 4.
Yeah, you got some really good heat.
Yeah.
Like, they had never seen you before, and you turned them on you immediately. It was really impressive.
Yeah.
Of course, I missed all my friends. I made the post on Twitter about, Will Smith at the end of Fresh Prince when everything's gone in his house. All my friends are gone. Like, it just so happens that, like, you know, Slammer hurt his back and he wasn't there, and then Dylan Stone couldn't make the show, and like all these other things that kept my friends out of the loop. But I made some new ones. We talked to some new people, like William Saint, and like stuff about how I wish he was related to Johnny Saint, and like I enjoyed the match largely with Nate Nixon. I didn't get the result that I wanted. He's a cheap bastard. You can buy my Bulletproof Heart shirt on my Pro Wrestling Tees store and subscribe to my Patreon. It's like $4. Come on, guys. So one of my friends that could make the show was Spencer Love. I love that guy. He's from Love Wrestling. Go subscribe. He does lots of interviews with like big name wrestlers like Jeff Jarrett and like Matt Taven, and was the ROH champion at the time. Like a whole bunch of really big name interviews. He's really, really good. But we decided it would be funny to pull a bit of a rib on him because he likes Bret Hart and he thinks he's better than Shawn Michaels. Dylan here doesn't like Bret Hart. I don't like Bret Hart. That guy. He cost me the NXW championship and I'll never forgive him. But we decided it would be funny to rib him on his first show ever. And he, not only is it his first show ever, before I told him and started the rib, he was going to interview Jeff Jarrett. So right before one of his biggest interviews, we hit him with the beginning. Yeah. So the setup is me messaging him going like, I don't know, well, what did you say to Dylan? He's like really mad about something you said online. I don't know what it is, man. I couldn't figure it out. Like, he's so mad. I've never seen him this mad before. And then he calls me and we chat about it and he's like, oh, I don't know what I could have said. I'm like, I know. Like, you said nothing bad online. Like, you haven't even said anything about him directly. I don't understand what's going on. Like, I've never seen him mad for no reason. This doesn't make any sense. But I'll try and find out for you, buddy. I'll make sure you're okay. And then we hang up. And then when we get to the show, Dylan is upstairs. I'm downstairs, and obviously I get to see Spencer Love first. So I pull him aside, and I'm like, man, you gotta go talk to Dylan. Like, he's really upset. I'll be close by, though, just in case, like, something happens. So I'm, like, baby-facing him the whole time, which is, like, my move. And then Dylan confronts him.
Yeah, so for context, he and a different wrestling YouTuber interview, I'm not sure like everything he does, Josh, they did a debate on Love Wrestling between who's better, Bret and Shawn, and Spencer was debating Bret. So that's why I was like, it'd be funny if I pulled this rib because Shawn's my favorite wrestler. So if you ask me who my least favorite wrestler is, like Bret, hate that guy. So he comes over and talks to me, like shakes his hand, like, Spencer, right? Yeah. It's like, yeah, you have a minute? I'd like to talk to you for a second. He's like, sure. He comes over, he's like frantically apologizing. Doesn't know what he said. He's like, I don't know what he said, but like, I'm sorry. He's like apologizing over and over again. And I'm like, you know, I'm selling it, like I'm shaking with anger. I'm like, you know, composing myself, and I'm like, it's like, you know, you seem like a nice guy. I don't think you meant to say it, but I just need you to know that like what you said was very arrogant and ignorant of you. And she's like, how the fuck could you say that Bret Hart's better than Shawn Michaels?
And I start howling with laughter. Like, I give myself up, like, immediately. I am no good at, like, pretending I didn't know. It was so fucking funny.
Thankfully, he popped for it. Got me over with him. He, like, came in for a hug immediately. Then he told us to go fuck ourselves.
Those are the kind of ribs that I like, you know? No one's gear got ruined. No one's stuff went missing. It was a nice, harmless rib.
Yeah, he was just anxious for like 3 hours.
It's just funny. We just ruined his interview with Jeff Jarrett. Oh, good times. It is day 2. We are in Calgary. I'm in the opening match against somebody I've never worked with, and who's very green, so I am very, very nervous. I'm the heel, and I really hope that this goes well. Also, I did my makeup myself, and I don't entirely hate it. I didn't do the nose. I want to do it somewhat quickly and look a bit messy because I'm the bad guy. So we'll see how it works. We are in downtown Calgary, me and Dragneel, waiting for our lift, and we are standing next to the giant head. And I'm going to go inside the giant head.
I'm not sure what significance this has or why it's here, but it is.
And now we are inside the giant head. We are allowed to go inside it. We were told we are not allowed to climb it.
Which goes against everything I know as a wrestler.
Yeah, I was like, you have to tell people not to climb it? But Yeah, apparently they do.
Yeah, people are fucking stupid.
So yeah, how do you feel your matches went?
Well, the one with Meta last night was great, like we talked about.
Yeah.
People really loved that match. Tonight was all right. It was like a triple threat match with Chief and Raiden. Chief hasn't been working consistently in quite a while. Raiden's still green, but he came from the Nightmare Factory. He did the seminar there in the workout camp with Cody and QT. So for what it was, which was to get Raiden over, it was good. It was all right.
All right, good. I'm glad you enjoyed both your matches. I really am.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really happy you could come.
Yeah.
I actually feel pretty good about today, all things considered, and I can't wait to come back to Calgary and visit the Giant Head again.
Like, I've been here before, but I never really get to see the city, and it's huge. I feel like we're such small town kids now. Look at this building. Yep, and then of course the Giant Head. We're gonna get the Giant Head again. Remember when we saw the big statues that were like holding hands and stuff? The big lanky
the
people?
One guy goes to like grab the other guy's junk.
Yeah.
And then the one swatted him away like, oh.
They all look like that Slender Man. You know about that?
Yeah.
Yeah. They all look like a bunch of Slender Man standing around. I hope I can get a shot of it. I hope we can visit the zoo. Unlikely I'm gonna be able to con that in. But I'd like to.
Yeah.
Finally home. After conquering the drive. Dylan's already left for work, so we can't get his thoughts on how he feels. But, you know, I'm glad that it's over with. I can't wait to sleep. Can't wait to get the rest of this off of my face. I think there's still some. I don't know. It might be just the bags under my eyes from how tired I am. And I'm going to get some food, and then I'm going to sleep. And hopefully start working on getting some match footage spliced into this very video, and then getting the highlight reels and matches uploaded to my Patreon, which you should subscribe to. It is $4 Canadian a month. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Episode 3 will be, I don't know.